23rd of September, Rabbi Moore, Parsha Hashavua with Rashi.
Okay, let's go. Yeah, okay. Yeah. We're up to Parsha Yud 14.
Okay. Ki es asher yeshno ho imanu omeid hayom lifnei Hashem Elokecha ve'es asher einenu ho imanu hayom. So, but with whatever is here, with whoever is here, standing with us today before Hashem, our God, and with whoever is not here with us today. The Eis Asher Einenu Po, says Rashi, Va'af im Doros, even with the generations, Ha'asidim li, that will be in the future.
Right. Now, what does Rashi mention is, okay, it means, so the Sipsei Chachamim points out, what Rashi's saying over here, don't think it means those who are not here, who are alive today but not here, because that cannot be, because the Parsha started, Nitzavim-Vayelech kulchem b'fnei Hashem Elokeichem. You are all standing here. So there was no member of the Jewish people who wasn't there. Okay, you've gone on vacation or whatever, right? There was nobody like that. All the Jewish people who were alive at the time were there. So who does mean by Eis Asher Einenu Po? Whoever's not here. So Rashi says those who are going to be born in the future generations. Yeah. What is being bothering me, I don't really have an answer. I mean, this question has bothered me for a number of years. Pasuk Yud Gimel says, not with you alone am I forming this covenant and this oath, but also, so what would you expect it to say? But also for those who are not here. But what is saying? Why does the first part of the pasuk is superfluous? Not with you alone am I forming this covenant, but with those who are here and those who are not here. So why do you have to mention here again? Those who are here. We just said the lo etchem levatchem. I don't have an answer to that question yet. Anyway.
Well, I have another question.
Okay.
And that is, what does it mean with future generations? You can't make a covenant with somebody who isn't born yet.
Maybe the mere fact that they've been born to parents who were part of the covenant, Pasuk's telling you here, they haven't gotten, the later generations haven't got an option of opting out.
If I went into court with a contract and I said, Mr. Defendant, you're liable for this contract because your father, when he signed it, he agreed that it'd be incumbent upon you. You think the court would accept that?
If he wrote in the original contract, this is binding on me and all my descendants, then yes.
Okay, if you say so.
You don't say so?
I don't see how that's possible. I think the defendant would say, I never signed it. I never agreed to it. What are you talking about?
Your right to it is merely, meaning on the positive side, your right to it, whatever positive rights you have as a result of this covenant, is merely yours because you are the son of your father. So if you want to opt out, first of all, we mentioned before that this covenant is, we're in a situation here that no Jew is allowed to, has the option of opting out and saying, okay, it's okay, it's nice to have been a Jew till now, but I'm opting out and I'm leaving the faith. There's no such thing.
And yet we see that many Jews do in fact opt out, and they're considered, and they're not held responsible.
They're not held responsible?
They're tinyochot shalishba.
That's something else because they've never been educated. But somebody who is aware that he's a Jew and what he's supposed to do, and he says, forget it. I know this is what this was because I'm a Jew. I was born a Jew, and I'm obliged to keep 630 mitzvahs, etc. I'm supposed to live a way of life like a Jew, but I decided that's not for me. I'm opting out. Oh boy, is he going to get punished. Oh boy. Because that's what Rashi mentioned over here. Rashi said, Hu yeh l'chol elokim. Achashu einu yochel ibodim mikem. Rashi says that Kodesh Baruch Hu does not have the option. In words, we do not have the option of separating from HaKadosh Baruch Hu, and HaKadosh Baruch Hu doesn't have the option of separating from us. Needless to say that if we appreciate our relationship with HaKadosh Baruch Hu, that we are the chosen people, and HaKadosh Baruch Hu is full of good and loving kindness, And if we follow what he says, it's Kakosh Baruch Hu is going to shower upon us blessing like Ad Ein Shir, right? Till unlimited, limitless goodness. And then we'll appreciate. But on the other hand, there's no option that you can say, well, okay, I don't want this, I don't want the goodness. I want to live like a goy. I want to have no obligations. I want to opt out. That's not an option. And if he does want to do that, we're going to see. We'll see later in the Psukim.
So all the people who are
1780. Now, so somebody who doesn't. Now, I know what you're going to ask me. So what about all the non-religious people who are out there?
right.
The most of them, unfortunately, have never been properly educated. Sorry?
You say they'll be punished, but I don't see them being punished.
Where do you think reward and punishment takes place? You think it takes place in this world? This world is.
Well, there's a statement that says that Hashem punishes the wicked in this world so that, or Hashem rewards the wicked in this world so that they'll be punished in the world to come.
It's a Rashi at the end of Parsha's Vayeschanan. I refer you to chapter 7, Pasuk Yud, Pasuk 10.
Chapter 7. Oh.
U'meshalem lesoinov el ponov lahavidoy. Lo ya'achel lesoinov el ponov yeshalem lo. So Rashi says, Shalom el ponov, b'chayav meshalem lo gemula hatoiv. He pays him in his lifetime gemula hatoiv, his whatever good he's done. Kedei lahavidoy min ha'olam haba, in order to not destroy him is the right word, to
Says make him perish from the world to
perish,
come.
right, from Olam Haba. Means that he's not going to have any portion in the world to come. So whatever good he's been done, he's going to be paid in this world.
So all those those non-religious Jews, they're all going to perish in the world to come?
I did not say that. Those who are responsible for their actions, yes. Those who are never educated and not bichlal aware of what they're missing out on, they've never been educated what it means to be a religious Jew, then they don't know what's going to happen to them. On the one hand, they can't be held responsible for not keeping the Torah mitzvahs. Mitzvah sheni, they're not going to get reward because they haven't done the mitzvahs.
Right.
Anyway, what happens to other people is not so much what should cause us concern, it's what is going to happen to us ourselves.
Yeah, I had an interesting situation at work. This was about 45 years ago. I don't know, 40 years ago. I happened to be talking to a colleague, and he mentioned that he was a devout, I guess, Catholic. But he mentioned that his grandmother was Jewish. So I asked him, well, what side of the family was your grandmother from? And he said his mother's side. Apparently the mother took the religion of the father, which I think in the non-Jewish world, they do that. So
Right.
he ended up, he was practicing maybe Catholicism, whatever, some sort of Christianity, Although, like you said, he was actually a Jew.
Right.
So,
I mean, I've had a number of stories. My mother, Aleh Shalom, many years ago, she was still living in England. So she used to bring her car for testing and servicing, whatever, to some Greek garage, garage owned by a Greek guy.
mhm.
And one time she mentioned to me, he says she brought it to him on a Wednesday or something like that. He says, I need it back before, it was in the winter, I need it back on Friday lunchtime because, we have our Sabbath. He says, oh, I know about that. My grandmother used to light candles. He says, yeah, my mother's mother. Oops, right? That means he was a Jew.
Yeah,
Okay,
right.
and another similar thing as well, a friend of mine who was, she was, her mother, Aleh Shalom, had a cleaning lady, and she was white, whatever, and she
Mhm.
was married to a Jamaican,
Ah,
okay, and sometimes she used to bring a little girl with, and she was followed the father more than the mother, so she was
mhm.
anyway. So one time she's telling my friend's mother, how it happened. He says, yeah, my parents were on the way from Lithuania to America, and they stopped over in Scotland, and they decided to stay. And when I was a teenager, I met this guy, this Jamaican, and we had whatever. Anyway,
Mhm.
it turned out that the mice said that her parents, she was Jewish. Her mother was
Wow.
Jewish or whatever. I can't remember. No, I think she was telling about her mother. Her mother traveling from Lithuania to America, and she met her father, who was a Scottish guy, but her mother was Jewish.
Right. Hmm.
So she was a Jew. She was Jewish, this cleaning lady, and only a little Jamaican-looking daughter was also Jewish.
It was Jewish. Yeah.
And believe you me, I mean, Bez Hashem Mashiach should come quickly, ASAP, as they say. But we're going to come up with some surprises. Who's Jewish and who's not?
No, I'm
By the way,
sure.
the Gemara says, though, however, that anybody who's muhsek, anybody who has been, how do you translate the word muhsek, means has been acting as a Jew and is as far as he knows, his ancestors were always Jewish and etc. Even though he may not necessarily have 100% proof to that effect,
Mhm.
he's Jewish. The Gemara says even when Mashiach comes, he will remain. I mean, he will remain Jewish.
Wow. Huh.
I call upon him, but there are many people out there. There's such a unfortunate assimilation has caused such havoc among the Jewish people that we don't know who's Jewish and who's not.
Right. Hmm.
Anyway, um, okay.
We're up to 15. Verse
Yeah,
15.
Pasuk 15, Mayor, Pasuk 15, Shlishi.
Okay. So it says, Ki atem yidatem et asher yashavnu be'eretz Mitzrayim v'et asher avarnu b'kerev hagoyim asher avartem. Okay, so because you knew that we lived in the land of Mitzrayim, and we lived within the midst, I guess, of other nations, the nations, with who you avartem, you passed. Okay, so let's see, Rashi. Rashi says, "Ki atem yidatem v'gomer v'tir'u et shekutzutehem." Oh, this is, I guess, both 15 and 16.
Yeah, it's putting the two together.
Okay. So it says, for okay, we read that. And then, you saw the abominations. I guess their abominations. Okay, Lefi she'item ha'umot odei avodah zarah. Because you saw the nations that worshipped idols, V'shema hisi lev echad michem oto. And perhaps the heart of one
of one of you
one of you.
Hasi lev means he's literally carrying him, is motivating him.
Oh, motivate him. Okay.
Let me see how to translate that.
So he's being influenced by a non-Jew, it looks like, or idol worshiper. Okay, l'lechet achareihem, to go after them. Penyesh bachem ish o isha. It says, perhaps there is, I guess, within you, a man or a woman. Lefikach ani tzarich lahashbiachem. So therefore, I need to take an oath.
Well, hashpiachem, I need to adjure you to oath. I need to make you make an oath.
Oh, to make, oh, okay.
Meaning, therefore, that you should not be, cause yourself to be affected by them.
Okay. Okay, then it goes on, Vitir u et shikutseihem. And you saw their abominations. Al shem shehem meusim, because they were disgusting. But shikatzim, like the shekets, a crawling creature, I guess.
Crawlies.
Okay.
So the root of the word shekutseihem is
Sheket, something which is
shekuts.
Isn't it like a bug or something?
Yes, it is, right. Like abhorrent creatures.
Oh, abhorrent creatures. Okay. Yeah, I don't always like the look of bugs either.
Right.
So this always gives me trouble because I once had an idol in my hand, and
Right.
I know it was an idol because I asked the rabbi, and he said, "Yes, this is an idol. Yeah, I got to get rid of it."
Okay.
There was nothing disgusting about it. It was actually given to me as a gift.
You told me about this once, yeah.
The work of art. It was very nice. If I didn't know it, if it hadn't been an idol, I would have kept it and put it on my mantle. So
Okay.
what is going on here when he says that it's like a bug or whatever? I don't get it.
What it means is, let's say somebody, your Arab friend, yeah, you've been working with him for many years, and as a sign of appreciation, he wants to give you a gift. Okay? So he gives you a grenade. Now, you look at it and you don't know what it is. You say, that's interesting. It's nice plastic. It's a nice thing. But I wonder what these pins are or whatever. It looks fine to me. Doesn't look anything bad to me. Right?
Yeah.
But it's a grenade. Not a glass, a very nice gift exactly he's given you.
Right.
So if you see it as just a little bit as a figurine with absolutely no idol connotations to it, you're right. It looks a beautiful work of art. But if I know it's an idol, and this is what's being done with it is going totally denying the existence of HaKadosh Baruch Hu, and doing it represents something which is totally against HaKadosh Baruch Hu's will, that would make me absolutely disgusted.
But I wouldn't be disgusted.
Well, I'm sure I would.
Look at the hand grenade example you gave.
Yeah.
I would say, oh, this is a terrible thing. It's dangerous. It could explode. You know, it's irresponsible, but I wouldn't say it's disgusting. I wouldn't say it's like a bug.
Okay, because I'm not saying thing, but if I know this thing is something which totally Kosh Baruch Hu holds it to be abhorrent, then I would also feel that way.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Okay.
Okay? You know, it's possibly, I don't know if someone don't know who they think. It's because maybe necessarily we're so out of touch. We don't realize what Avodah Zarah is and how much HaKadosh Baruch Hu hates. Avodah Zarah is basically a denial to whatever extent, either total denial of HaKadosh Baruch Hu or partial denial of HaKadosh Baruch Hu. But nevertheless, it is a denial of HaKadosh Baruch Hu. HaKadosh Baruch Hu is in control of everything. From the smallest creature, right, from the smallest speck in the world to the tremendous celestial bodies, the stars and everything, the galaxies, right? And somebody says, you know, no, this little inanimate object is really in control of the way I feel, whatever it's supposed to represent. I think the guy's mad. And he actually believes in it, right? It's you got to totally out of your mind, right? You take this thing, you're mad. This figurine which you believe in, you says it's going to has powers or whatever, etc. Get it out of here.
But that reaction, to me, is not a correct reaction.
Why not?
Because it's a symptom. It's not an underlying problem. That little piece, that little tchotchke in my hand, that's not the problem. The problem is the person who has gone off the derech. And
You're right. You're right. On the other hand, so again, I'm just saying, so you're going to say the same thing. Don't take me too far with this example. I mean, you're going to say the same thing, you know, there's nothing really wrong with the hand grenade, right? It's just the guy, he's totally mad. This my Arab friend, he really wants to kill me rather than being my good friend. Okay, so that's the problem. The problem is the guy who gave you the gift of the hand grenade. The hand grenade is not the problem. Is that what you're going to say as well?
Right. But I know what you're going to say. You're going to say, but you still got to get it out of here because otherwise it's going to blow you up.
Exactly.
Oh, okay. I get that. I get that.
Okay. Okay, let's continue.
Okay, let's see. Galulehem. That's their idols, I guess. And he says, bear with me. Okay, here. Oh, she musrachim, they smell, usin, and are disgusting. Kigalal. Galal
like
is
excrements.
excrement. Whoa.
The truth is, in a way, the Torah is telling you what kind of attitude you should have to these idols. Because again, the person may say to himself, maybe indeed, like you're saying, you know, I mean, the idol, what's the idol done? It's just the figment of the imagination of this person who made the idol. So the idol's not really anything wrong with it, per se. Torah tells you no. Once the person's made it into an idol, the idol itself is something wrong with it. True, it's be'etzem, only a representation of the mind of the person who's worshipping it and the person who made the idol. But nevertheless, because he's made an idol and what he's doing is so totally against the will of HaKadosh Baruch Hu, so therefore that makes the actual object which he was created for that purpose to be totally abhorrent. Okay? Eitz va'even. Let's continue the next Rashi.
Okay, it's va'even. Otan shel eitzim v'shel avanim. So those that are of wood and of stone, re'item b'galoi, you saw revealed, lefi she'ein hagoy yareh, because she'ein hagoy. Oh, the non-Jew did not.
I've got she'ein ha'ovdei kechovim, right? Because the idol worshippers, Yereim, are not afraid Shema Yignevu.
Are not afraid of them.
They're not afraid they're going to be stolen.
Oh, is that what it is? Oh, hold it. I didn't finish.
Right.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, okay. Shema Yignevu. Okay. Aval shall be kesef v'zahav imahem. But those that are silver and gold, imahem.
Oh, with them.
With
they're
them.
not for public display.
Oh, okay. Behadrei mashvotehem. They're in their living rooms, I guess.
Maskiosam is in their temples, in their
Is that what it is? Your temple?
private chambers.
Oh, okay. Lefisha Haim Iraim, because they're afraid Shema Yignevu, that they might be stolen.
Right.
Wow.
Okay. We have time for at least one more pasuk. Let's do the next pasuk. Pasuk Yud Zayin. Lou.
Okay. Pen yesh bachem ish o isha o mishpacha o shevet asher levavo poneh hayom me'im Hashem Elokeinu la'leches la'avod es Elokei hagoyim. I'm sorry, Elohei hagoyim hahem pen yesh bachem shoresh horeh rosh v'la'ana. Okay, so maybe there is among you a man or a woman or a family or a tribe that their heart will turn away this day from being with Hashem your God, our God, to serve the gods of others, of other nations. Perhaps there will be among you a root growing in a bitter liquid.
Pyramids. Sprouting gall and wormwood.
What?
A root sprouting gall and wormwood.
Gall and wormwood. Okay, my English says whorehound. I don't know what wormwood is. I don't know what whorehound is.
Gall is as you say, it's like the bitter liquid which is produced by the gallbladder.
Okay.
Okay. Right? That's why it's called. It's in Ivrit. It's called, the Hebrew is called the kis hamara. Okay, it's the it literally means the bitter pocket.
Okay. All right. So Rashi says, "Pen yesh bachem, Shema yesh bachem ish." Perhaps there is a man among you, asher levavo poneh hayom, whose heart turns away today, milekabel alav habris, from accepting the covenant upon himself. Shoresh hore rosh v'la'ana. Shoresh migadel, a root which grows, asev mar, a bitter herb, gidin shehem marim, as the gidin, which
Gideon
are
is a kind
the gidin, like the gidanasha.
no. This gideon is it's a name of a bitter plant. Let me see how
Such
translate
which are
it.
bitter. Okay, I got it. Klomar, that is to say,
Gideon is the word. Gideon is called wormwood in Aramaic.
oh, okay. All right. Mafre umarbe resha.
Okay.
It nurtures and increases wickedness.
Among you.
Bikir bechem, in your midst, among you.
Right.
Wow.
Okay. Okay. I think we'll adjourn here for today.
Okay.
Got up to Pasuk 18.
18 Yeshkayach. Very good.
Okay. Very good.
Thank you.
Yesayda, have a great day.
Okay, you too, Rabbi.
See you, Mayor. Have a good day.
Bye now.